Hey everyone, this is your stimulus update and second stimulus check update for Wednesday, July 15th. This update is for those of you on SSI, SSDI, Social Security or VA benefits and still haven't received your first stimulus check, as well as anyone else that still hasn't received their first stimulus check. And I will also be going over the latest on the second stimulus check for those of you that are wondering about the second stimulus check, and I'll be doing that later in the video. So be sure to stick around for the entire video so you don't miss anything. To those of you that are subscribed to my channel, welcome back. Thank you once again so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, my name is Justin and I do stimulus updates and give financial advice. So please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time I upload a new video. And if you would, hit the like button so that YouTube will share this video with others. I continue to get a lot of comments from people that still haven't received their first stimulus check. Many of those are on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or VA benefits. I'm going to go over some questions and comments in my comment section and answer the questions regarding the first stimulus check from those comments. The first comment comes from Lisa and she says, I used the non-filers tool on the last Friday of June and exactly 2 weeks I received a text message from Direct Express saying I had a pending deposit. Lisa, thank you for your comment. Just like Lisa, I've been suggesting that people that are not required to file taxes fill out the non-filers tool. Like Lisa, you can receive your payment or payment date within 2 weeks of using the non-filers tool. So if you have not used the non-filers tool and you do not file taxes and are not required to file taxes, and you still haven't received your first stimulus check, then I would suggest you use the non-filers tool. I'll leave a link to the non-filers tool in the description below. Even if you're on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or receive VA benefits, you may use the non-filers tool as long as you're not required to file taxes. It does say on the non-filers tool that you shouldn't use it and that your payment will be coming automatically, but I've heard from multiple people that have talked to IRS representatives and the IRS told them that they can use the non-filers tool as long as they're not required to file taxes, whether they're on any of those government benefits or not. Thank you once again, Lisa, for your comment. So the next comment comes from Donna Riddle and it says, still no first payment and nothing new on the payment portal. Donna, thank you for your comment. Unfortunately, Donna, you are not alone. There are a lot of other people that are still getting payment status not available and are just still not getting a payment date on the Get My Payment tool. I do suggest that you continue checking the Get My Payment tool each day at least once. The IRS will only update it once a day, so you really only need to check it once a day. But keep checking the Get My Payment tool, and in addition to this, you can call the IRS stimulus hotline at 1-800-919-9835. And on that stimulus hotline, you have to get a representative that will actually take your information and give you a specific answer to your question. There are a lot of representatives that are fielding calls that won't even ask you for your information. If that happens, you can ask them to transfer you to someone that can get you an answer to your question, or you can try calling back. And I know it's a pain. The IRS phone numbers are being used by a lot more people than they have representatives to help. But there are people that can help you and can answer your questions. So Donna, I would suggest you call the IRS, give it a chance, maybe block out some time during your day. Just do it while you're watching TV or doing something else. Just have your phone on speaker and just listen for when the IRS rep answers, and then hopefully you can get an IRS rep that can answer your question as to why you don't have a payment date yet. Donna, good luck and let us know how it goes. Thank you once again for your comment. The next comment comes from Linda and she says, I never did receive my son's check yet for $500. Thank you for your comment, Linda. If you already received your $1,200 stimulus check, the first stimulus check, but did not receive the $500 credit for each of your dependent children, unfortunately, you will need to file taxes in the 2021 tax year for 2020 to claim that $500 credit. The IRS really doesn't have another option for those of you that haven't received your $500 credit, but the good news is you should receive it. You'll just have to wait until next year to do so. I know that's frustrating, but that's what's going on right now for those of you that didn't receive your $500 credit with your first stimulus check. So let's talk about the second stimulus check for those of you that are wondering about the second stimulus check. I'm going to be going over some comments that I received about the second stimulus check as well. The first comment comes from Marissa Simmons and she asks, are we getting another check for SSI and are we going to be getting it on July or August. Thank you for your comment, Marissa. Well, as far as the second stimulus check goes, there is nothing that's been finalized, so we don't know for sure how much it's going to be, who's going to be receiving it, or when it's going to happen. However, we can go off of the latest information that we have from those in Washington. And that information suggests that those on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, or VA benefits should be receiving the second stimulus check if they received the first stimulus check. There has been talk of some income limits that are going to be lowered for the second stimulus check, but that's not finalized for sure either. If there are income limits that are lowered, it's probably going to be about $40,000 per year or less. But once again, that's not final. That's not a sure thing. Even if there is a new income limit below $40,000 and you're on SSI, most likely you're going to be below that income limit anyway, so you should be included in the second stimulus check. And as far as the timeline goes, wondering if it's going to be in July or August. Well, the Senate's on recess until July 20th, next Monday. And then they have said that they're going to start deliberating the next stimulus package as soon as they're back in session. The Senate needs to pass a bill, and that's going to be then sent back to the House of Representatives and then signed by President Trump. The Senate does sound like they're going to be working on it as soon as they're back in session, so the earliest we'll probably see a stimulus package passed in the Senate would be July 24th. That's next Friday, a week from Friday. So if that happens and it's passed on July 24th, then the House of Representatives will have some time to then pass it in the House of Representatives. And if that takes about a week, then it could be passed and signed by July 31st at the very soonest. That would then put it in about 3 weeks into August before we will see the next stimulus checks start to go out. If you receive a direct deposit, then you'll be first. And if you receive a paper check, then those will come a little bit later, is my guess, just like the first stimulus check was. So best case scenario, we're looking at about 3 weeks into August. The third week in August is the absolute earliest that the next stimulus check will be. And then probably closer into the first part of September, we could start seeing the second stimulus check as well. Once again, none of that's finalized. But those of you on SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and VA benefits should be receiving the second stimulus check if it's passed and approved, and it should be happening sometime in late August or early September. Thank you once again for your comment. The next comment comes from Leanna Stewart, and she says, if someone claimed you on their income, will that elderly person be eligible for the second? Thank you, Leanna, for that comment. While there is nothing finalized, like I've said a few times in this video, the second stimulus check and proposals, there's been a lot of them that have included provisions for those that were claimed as dependents on someone else's taxes. I think they realized that letting those that were claimed as dependents on someone else's taxes was kind of a mistake in that first stimulus check, and because of that, you didn't get your first stimulus check. I'm hopeful, but not positive, that the second stimulus check will include those that were claimed as dependents on someone else's taxes. There were millions of people that were 17 years of age and up, including those in college, including those older and elderly people that were claimed by their children or someone else on someone else's taxes, that were left out of the first stimulus check. I am hopeful, but I'm not positive that they will be included in the second stimulus check. We will hopefully know more next week when the Senate meets and deliberates and decides on their package and proposal for the next stimulus check. So hopefully by next Friday, we will know for sure the details of whether there will be dependents included or not in the next stimulus check. I am hopeful that there will be, but once again, it's not positive at this point. Thank you once again for your comment. So let's recap quickly the details of the second stimulus check. First off, we believe that the second stimulus check should be right around $1,200 and a one-time payment like the CARES Act first stimulus check was. There are multiple proposals out there for the second stimulus check, but nothing has been finalized at this point, so we don't know for certain when it's going to be, how much it's going to be, and who's going to be eligible. Those that are claimed as dependents may see the second check, but it's not certain at this point. There may be some more restrictive income limits, but that is yet to be decided as well. The timeline for the second stimulus check is still up in the air, but most likely we will find out by the end of July what the next stimulus check will be, and it should be a few weeks after that when they start going out. We also know that Congress is on recess until July 20th, And as soon as they're back in session, they're supposed to be discussing and deliberating on the second stimulus check. So the earliest we'll probably know something for sure is by July 24th, and it may not even be until that following week that the Senate passes something regarding the next stimulus package. This has been your stimulus update for Wednesday, July 18th. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already and hit the notification bell so that you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. And please like this video so that YouTube will share it with others. Thank you once again for watching, and I will talk to you again soon.